What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Zabbix video. This time I will talk about my favorite functionality inside Zabbix 7.0, and I will talk in a sense that I was a user of Zabbix 5.0 for a very long time, and the version 6.0 did not give enough appeal to me, and I still stayed on the 5.0 for a very long time, but then 7.0 come out, and I was unable to reject it because some awesomeness arrived along with the version 7.0. In this video I will highlight my biggest excitement of some buttons or functionality or some very specific pixels on screen, what kind of things drive my attention, and I have 4 servers at home running 24/7, and of course I will not talk about high availability, horizontal scalability, or some storing secrets in external vault. That's not interesting for infrastructure within 4 servers. Okay, let's start. And the place number 20 goes to the which I call a little bit more fancier template dashboard. This was not available in the 5.0, but now in 7.0 or even in the 6.0 we can create just a little bit more appealing template, and let me show how it looks like. Here we have Linux server, and like these kind of widgets now, they can be saved at the template level. They look more appealing, and they do not look like old graphs. If I filter out, like we see here, and everything works according to the plan. Yeah, so this is number 20. Now, next place, 19. What's exciting to me is we have a separate group for template objects. We have finally some logical grouping. Previously it was all together, template groups and host groups all mashed up in one place, but now it's more tidiness, and it makes sense to keep this situation clean. Place number 18 goes to the a little bit hidden functionality. It's related to the PDF reporting, but it's not PDF reporting. You see here we have a dashboard, but not everybody knows there is a trick to kind of enter a different URL. Instead of action dashboard view, we can set dashboard print, and if I hit enter, the menu disappears, and I like this button a lot. It is a part of having some sort of reporting functionality which sits behind the bookmark. We save this as a bookmark, and whenever we need to look at that report, then we just visit the bookmark, and there is no menu, and we have more screen space to operate with. Okay, the next functionality, the place number 17, goes to the calculated item. If we visit calculated item, create button, we have here calculated item, and now, while comparing with 5.0, calculated item can have textual information. And it's interesting to manipulate this, what we can take advantage in a way of simulate different scenarios. Even a CSV scenario, I can set name, comma, IP, enter, and then router, comma, 10.10.10.10, enter, switch, comma, 11.11.11.11. So this is kind of a simulation of a CSV file, and we can easily convert now this to the JSON. Just open this pre-processing CSV to JSON, click test, click the button, click the other button, and voila, you immediately convert a CSV to a JSON. So you can we can practically simulate a low-level discovery without any equipment. Sometimes we can have like a JSON inside the email or something, and this is like a great platform to do the simulation. I like this a lot. Next place or position, the place number 16. That is navigation widget inside the dashboard. Let's see, go here. And I'm using this as in a sense which is not intended to be used. Here I have a problem hosts widget, but I'm not using in a sense to look for problems. And here at the bottom of page I have top hosts widget, and this top hosts widget is listening here on this host group navigation, which is actually a problems widget. And as a result, what I can do is like I have a host groups over here, and inside the host groups there are servers, and on the bottom of page I have a server list. This may look confusing to you because my server list looks like some sort of process names, and that's true. Like in my installation at the moment, I have a host object per one process, and if I filter out one particular server group, here you go, like we see like those servers or processes are changing on the fly while clicking on the host group. This is absolutely brilliant. I don't need to clone this widget multiple times. I can still stick to one, like two different widgets. One is used for navigation, the other one is showing the host list. Okay, the next position, the place number 15, goes to the top hosts widget. So this is the widget which was introduced in the Zabbix 6.0, and it is the best widget always inside the dashboard. From all of these widgets, from all of them, like top hosts widget is the best because it can allow sorting, and this time I'm using this modified version from the Monsphere. Thank you, Monsphere. Which allows sorting on the fly. If I click here, read write bytes, CPU time, or voluntary context switches, one button, and voila, like the table is sorted on the fly. Absolutely awesome. Okay, next position, the place 14 is going to Zabbix agent in active mode. And this is functionality which I'm not using at the moment, but I have a big respect about that functionality. And that is we can code multiple identities for active checks. Usually this field is supporting only one field. And yeah, it was in the 5.0, with the 5.0 agent, you can always have only single identity for server. But with earlier agents, we can write a comma at the end and write like host2, comma, host3, and have really like allow agent to spin behind three different identities, which would allow to have three logical objects inside Zabbix, each one having like running a different template. I can imagine this can be also good for troubleshooting. If the host is having like 3,000 items, you can kind of split out one portion of the items, or split out one template, introduce second identity, link that other template which is seems suspicious, and like run kind of like two logical objects inside Zabbix, while on the endpoint it's a single Zabbix agent instance. Yeah, so this was the place 14. The next is place 13th, which is going to the centralized position of the scripts. We have alert scripts, and inside the 5.0 everything is kind of integrated inside the action, and it's not transparent anymore. We can really lose control and like forget what kind of sensitive operations Zabbix can do inside your infrastructure. And now, like here, finally, we have a single place where we can click reset button, and we will see absolutely all the sensitive stuff. And it's also like nice for the purpose of backup, to replicate one environment to another environment, like to really understand the capabilities and maybe share your favorite snippets with others, with the internet. Okay, the place number 12 is going to a very funny thing, which is important to me, and that is we can create a host object without interface. So in the 5.0 it was absolutely mandatory to always add some IP address here, which makes so much confusion from my point of view. And people might think like this IP address is really required to succeed the data collection, but right now we can, like, without the interface, and this was also like inside the 6.0. It was already implemented, but since I'm migrating from version 5 to 7, I value this decision to be able to create host objects without interface. It's just another step towards a very clean instance, and also an instance where you can explain every piece of section, like why this field is required. It's important to me, and yeah, this is nice. Okay. Place 11 goes to the very fresh functionality, which is active checks. Is also deserves a green ZBX icon. Previously, when we use only active checks, it was all grayed out and not giving good feedback to the user. But now, with the 7 or even with the 6.4, if the agent is very new, if the agent runs with the version 7.0, it will give the heartbeat back inside the Zabbix, and we can be confident that active checks are functioning fine. Place number 10 goes to the alerts and scripts and create button. We have a configurable URL at the host level. How this helps is, like, we can create interesting menus which solve some functionality, like we can bookmark some things. For example, I made already a video in the channel. There is we can create a host object which is having these links, like we have host online status, unsupported items, unsupported LLD rules. Like, it's a menu. Now when I read the title, I will click like unsupported triggers, click, and it opens in another tab like all the triggers which is confused in my infrastructure. And like, it's good for reporting and good for polishing the infrastructure or unsupported items here. Again, like, the list is here and how it was configured. Let's read the menu. Like, unsupported is the keyword. If we go to the scripts and write unsupported, we have a menu which tells, like, we can click on the host, on every host, or we can click on the host which belongs to this group, and there is URL, and then we copy and paste the URL where we want to go. And we can use some extra fields here, user macro or inventory field, and it allows to visit different sections. Yeah, the place number 10 for me, this is super exciting and super convenient to do some improvements. The place number 9 is manual host action, which is like executing some remote commands. If we open any Linux server, we can click on the object And like here, scripts cat etc hosts. If we click the button, so what it does, it is reaching out the agent and executing script. And this is like, it's not related to the action. It's not executing when the problem happens, but we can manually like decide to like look on the process list or do some interesting commands. Okay, the place number 8 is going to the decision how the triggers are made. Previously in 5.0 we did have only the name, which was always like kind of needing the threshold inside the name, and like using these macroses in the modern days, like it's just producing too many pixels on screen, and it's a good idea like to use these things inside this other field, event name, like we are crossing the threshold, and here we would just say problem 1. When we do this, like inside the interface, we will always see this problem 1, but when we open the trigger, then we will see this event name, which is having all these fancy formatting like thresholds or some on-the-fly formatting. We can kind of hide that a little bit away just right inside the event name. I like this a lot. The place number 7 goes to the filtering buttons. Like these guys, like usually like we have these filters on the top of the thing, and what was not obvious to me is like we can do the second click on the same tab and it will go away. So it is hiding this sub filter section. And so now we have tabs, and now I can operate with a single click, going to the agent 1, going to the pods, going to the agent 2. Like it's single click navigation, and the filtering is not even there. And quite a similar situation inside the latest data page. We click something here with one click. If we want to edit the filter, click another click, or to hide this the settings, we click on the same tab. At least on the Google Chrome, it's not hiding the tab when I click on the tab. So that's it's like a hidden feature to me. I never thought that we can hide the tab by clicking on the tab. But now when we know, it's super convenient. It's having minimal view on the page. It's excellent. Place number 6 goes to the asynchronous data collection for the passive checks. When we use these when we use a host interface and we use a 7.0 agent, so not only the central server needs to be on 7.0, but also agent needs to be very fresh, and for all the passive checks which goes towards the IP address, like it is not keeping the pipes busy, it is sending the request, and the answer will eventually come. Okay, place number 5 for me is going to longer user macroses at the template level. Here I have a template like agent D uptime, and we can write like a one-liner here, like up till I think the limitation was 2,000 characters, and previously it was like 200 something, and now it's like we can have a very big bash command or a Python script as long as we can fit in one line, and it's like here I can demonstrate it works inside the bash, and this was the task. Like I wanted to have a mechanism to figure out what is the uptime of the service, of the systemd service, and I did not find any functionality, like not the uptime of the server. That's a different uptime, but I want to have an uptime of a service. And the solution was this. If you know like a shorter way how to know uptime of a systemd service, let us know down inside the comments section. Yeah, so now inside the user macro we can write a very, very long command. How it's used, like here is the command, and then at the item level we use system run. If we put the double quotes, then all the special characters will be automatically escaped, and we can really use with the copy and paste what works in the bash with one line. The same thing will work here inside the section, as long as you do a proper escaping with the double quotes over here. Okay, the place number 4 goes to the incremental updates. In the Zabbix 7.0, we have fully like the refresh rate between agent and server is 6 seconds. The refresh rate between proxy and the server is 10 seconds, and it gives a super flawless experience. When we create a new host object and link a template, then even discovery rules, they will execute quite immediately. It's related to the incremental updates, and yeah, the experience is absolutely like flawless and mind-blowing at the same time. Everything happens very, very fast. Okay, the place number 3, my favorite functionality, which was very exclusive to the 7.0 version, it is the uptime of the inside the item level. Now, if I know like some certain items, I don't want to spend too much, I will set like the budget for this item is 1 second. If you cannot get the job done, then please give up and allow other processes to work. Otherwise, previously it was working with the global timeout, which can really drag down the experience. If something breaks, then the healthy hosts will sacrifice too. Okay, and the place number 2 goes to the how to say, like remote commands to for the active checks as well. Yeah, remote commands for active checks. If like if we have actions and like we have action here, execute trigger description. If the if agent runs with the agent in active mode and firewall wise there is no passive channel available, then if we have a 7.0 agent, then it will succeed. We can pass an instruction to the agent, and the agent, if it's like allowed to do sensitive operations, then the agent will accept that command and execute that in the background. This was not possible like even in the 6.4. It's very exclusive functionality to the 7.0, remote commands for active checks for Zabbix agents which can operate only in active mode. We can do the remote commands. And the place number 1 for me is you will never guess absolutely, and that is it is scheduled checks for agent 1. Here this field, this was there was a time which was this field was exclusive for agent 2. So we can say like I want this check to execute at the second 45. It was possible only for agent 2, but now it's also possible for agent 1. And why this is important to me, like I always like the lightness of the agent 1. I think the executable on the Windows computer without encryption still weighs less than 1 megabyte, so it's absolutely tiny agent, and for me it was like it does not give comfort if agent owns like 500 items or maybe 1000 items. Then when we restart the agent tries to execute those 500 items at the same time, and it will start to kind of like fail in a way, and it's like, yeah, it's not comfortable anymore. And just because the agent 1 is supporting this scheduling, for me it's like giving the power to the user to think of some like orchestration, how exactly you want to execute that update frequency. We can say like I want this to execute at the middle of night, and or like during the night from 2 a.m. till 6 a.m. Every time when there is like 45 seconds past the current minute. So full control for agent 1 to execute even in the active mode. Like this is now supported inside the active mode. Okay, that is everything for my excitement. Please write down in the comments section like what's your favorite functionality in the 7.0 or 7.2 or whatever version you are using. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.